I was standing in my childhood kitchen when my mother handed me the papers and said, "Just sign here, Amanda. It's what Dad would have wanted." That sentence, that lie, changed everything. The papers were a quitclaim deed for the lake house, the one I'd been making mortgage payments on for 7 years, the one that was in my name, that I'd renovated with my own money, that held every penny of equity I'd built as a 34-year-old physical therapist working 60-hour weeks. My mother's smile was thin. Behind her, my sister Vanessa sat at the table, studying her manicure. My brother Joel leaned against the counter, arms crossed, watching me like I was a problem to be managed. "What do you mean by what Dad would have wanted?" I asked carefully. "Family property should stay in the family," Mom said. "We're putting it in a trust, equal shares for all 3 of you." I looked down at the paper. The trust named my mother as trustee, Vanessa and Joel as equal beneficiaries. My name appeared once as the person surrendering the deed. "I bought this house," I said quietly. "We helped with the down payment," Joel cut in. "You loaned me $8,000. I paid you back in full, with interest. I have the Venmo receipts." Vanessa finally looked up. "God, Amanda, why do you always have to make everything so difficult? It's just a house." Just a house? The place I'd spent every spare weekend for 2 years, stripping wallpaper, refinishing floors, replacing the roof. The investment I'd made because Dad told me, 3 months before the cancer took him, "Build something that's yours, sweetheart. Don't wait for permission." I set the papers down. I need to think about it. My mother's face hardened. "We're doing this today. The lawyer is waiting." "Then he can keep waiting." I walked out. I need to back up. You need to understand how we got here. I'm the oldest, the responsible one, the one who worked 2 jobs to pay for community college, while Vanessa got a full ride to her dream school, funded by Mom and Dad, the one who took a gap year to help care for Dad during his first round of chemo, while Joel needed to focus on his startup, the one who always showed up, always said yes, always fixed things quietly, while my siblings got the applause. Dad's funeral was 18 months ago. I paid for most of it. Mom said she'd reimburse me. She never did. The lake house came up for sale 6 months after we buried him. It was the place we'd rented every summer growing up. Dad loved it. When I saw the listing, something in me broke open. I made the offer that same day. I called Mom to tell her. She cried, happy tears, I thought. She said Dad would be so proud. I didn't ask them for help. I qualified for the mortgage on my own, but Joel offered a short-term loan for part of the down payment when I came up $15,000 short. I accepted. I paid him back over 9 months. I have the transaction history. What I didn't know, what I wouldn't learn until much later, was that the moment I closed on that house, my mother started telling people it was the family lake house. Not Amanda's house, not my house, the family's. Vanessa posted photos on Instagram from the dock, tagging it #FamilyTradition. Joel brought his friends up for weekends without asking. Mom started handing out keys. I told myself it was fine. They were family. Of course they'd visit. I didn't see the trap yet. 3 days after I refused to sign, my phone buzzed. A text from Vanessa. "Mom's really hurt. You're being selfish. This is what family does." Then Joel, "Seriously, you're going to ruin this over paperwork?" Then a voicemail from my mother. Her voice was shaking. "I don't understand why you're doing this, Amanda. After everything we've done for you, your father would be heartbroken." I sat in my car in the clinic parking lot and stared at my phone. That last line, "everything we've done for you," was the one that hooked into my chest. What had they done exactly? I opened my banking app, scrolled back, 7 years of mortgage payments, every one from my account. I checked my email, found the original loan agreement with Joel, signed and notarized, paid in full March of last year. Then I opened my photos, found the folder labeled Lake House. Receipts for the new roof, $18,000. Receipts for the plumbing overhaul, $9,200. The deck I'd rebuilt with my own hands, $4,500 in materials. I'd put $63,000 into that house, in repairs alone. Not $1 from them. I forwarded Joel's paid-in-full loan receipt to myself, took screenshots of every mortgage statement, saved every Venmo transaction. I didn't know what I was building yet. I just knew I needed proof. That night, I called my mother back. "I'll come to Sunday dinner. We can talk then." She sounded relieved. "Oh, good. I knew you'd come around, sweetheart." I wasn't coming around. I was buying time. Sunday dinner at my mother's house was a performance. The good china, the roast she only made for special occasions. Vanessa brought wine. Joel brought his fiancée, a sweet girl named Kendra, who worked in PR and clearly had no idea what she was walking into. We sat down. My mother said grace. Then she smiled at me. "So, Amanda, have you thought about what we discussed?" Everyone looked at me. I could feel it. The weight of expectation, the script I was supposed to follow. Apologize, sign, be grateful. I took a sip of water. I have. And I'm keeping the house. The room went silent. Vanessa set her fork down. "You can't be serious." "I'm completely serious." Joel leaned forward. "Amanda, we've been patient." "Patient?" I laughed. It came out sharp. Patient about what? Waiting for me to hand over something I own? My mother's voice dropped. "We're trying to honor your father's legacy by taking my house." "It's not your house," Vanessa snapped. "It's Dad's house. It's our house. We have just as much right." "Show me the deed," I said. She blinked. "What?" "The deed. My name is on it. Show me where yours is." Joel stood up. "This is ridiculous. Mom, we don't have to sit here and—" "Sit down, Joel." He sat. I pulled out my phone, opened the folder I'd prepared. "I want to show you all something." I handed the phone to Kendra first. She looked confused, but took it. On the screen, a PDF of my mortgage statement. My name, my loan, my payment history. "Swipe right," I said. She did. The next image, Joel's loan agreement. Paid in full, keep going. Receipts, contracts, bank statements, every dollar I spent, every payment I made. 7 years of proof. Kendra's face went pale. She handed the phone to Joel. He didn't look at it. "This doesn't change anything," my mother said. "Family property." "I'm not family property," I said, "and neither is my house." Vanessa shoved her chair back. "Fine, keep it. Keep your stupid house. But don't come crying to us when you're all alone up there with no one to visit you." "Visit?" I laughed. It felt good. "Vanessa, you've stayed there 16 times in the last 2 years. You've never asked. You've never cleaned up. You broke the bathroom mirror last summer and never replaced it. You treated my home like a free Airbnb." Her mouth opened. Nothing came out. I turned to Joel. "You told your fraternity brothers they could use it for a bachelor party. They left beer cans all over the dock and burned a hole in the deck. I fixed it. You never apologized." Joel's jaw tightened. "We're family. That's what family does." "No," I said. "That's what I do. I show up, I fix things, I pay for things, and you take." My mother stood. Her hands were shaking. "How dare you?" "How dare I?" My voice didn't rise. I didn't need it to. "You told everyone it was the family lake house. You gave out keys without asking me. You planned to put it in a trust where I'd lose control of my own property. And when I said no, you told me Dad would be heartbroken." I stood up too. "Dad told me to build something that was mine. I did, and you're trying to take it." Silence. Kendra was staring at her plate. Vanessa looked like she wanted to throw something. Joel's face was red. My mother's voice was ice. "If you walk out that door, don't come back." I picked up my purse. Okay. I left. The next morning, I received an email from a lawyer I'd never heard of. The subject line, Property Dispute, Lake House. I opened it. They were suing me for unjust enrichment, claiming that because the family had contributed to the house, I owed them compensation, or I could deed it to the trust and resolve this amicably. I read it twice, then I called my own lawyer. Her name was Diane. She'd handled my house closing. She listened to everything. Then she asked one question. Do you have documentation? All of it. Good. Forward me that email. And Amanda. Yeah. Don't talk to them. Don't respond. Don't engage. Let me handle this. The lawsuit was a bluff, Diane told me within a week. They have no case, she said. You're the sole owner. They gave you a loan. You repaid it. They have no claim to equity, no proof of contribution, nothing. This is harassment. So what do? We file a motion to dismiss, and if they keep pushing, we countersue for legal fees and slander of title. Slander of title? They're claiming ownership they don't have. It's clouding your ability to sell or refinance. That's actionable. I felt something loosen in my chest. Do it. 2 weeks later, I got a call from Joel. Can we talk? I almost hung up, but something in his voice stopped me. What? You didn't know Mom was going to sue you. You signed the complaint, Joel. Your name is on it. Silence. Then, she said it was just to scare you, to make you negotiate. I'm not negotiating. I know, he sighed. Kendra left me. I didn't say anything. She said she can't marry into a family like this. She said what we did to you was, she used the word cruel. She's right. I know, his voice cracked. Amanda, I'm sorry. I didn't think about it like that. I just thought, you thought I'd give in, like I always do. Yeah. I closed my eyes. I'm not that person anymore. I know. Pause. For what it's worth, I'm dropping out of the lawsuit. Good. I hung up. The case was dismissed 3 months later. My mother and Vanessa didn't drop it. They couldn't. Diane filed the motion. The judge took a look at the deed, the mortgage records, and the paid loan agreement and threw it out. Then Diane filed the counterclaim. We won. Legal fees plus damages. $18,000. I donated it to the Cancer Research Fund in my father's name. I haven't spoken to my mother in a year. Vanessa sends the occasional bitter text, which I delete without reading. Joel and I exchange emails sometimes. Careful ones. He's in therapy. He says he's trying to understand what happened. I hope he does. The lake house is still mine. I changed the locks. I planted a garden. I built a studio in the back where I see patients part-time now. People recovering from injuries, learning to trust their bodies again. I'm teaching them what I had to learn, that boundaries aren't cruelty, that saying no isn't selfish, that you don't owe anyone access to what you've built. Last weekend, I sat on the dock at sunset. The water was glass smooth. The sky was pink and gold. I thought about my father, about what he'd said. Build something that's yours. I did, Dad, and I kept it. So, here's my question for you. Have you ever had to choose between keeping the peace and keeping what's yours? What did you do?